Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to Oliveboard's Speed Reading Practice 3.0 editorial session. Quickly join in. Jitendra, Akhil, Pavitra, Naveen, Lovepreet. Very good morning guys. A very good morning to all of you. Quickly join in everybody. Um, so I was just checking your homework early morning. Excellent job guys. All those who replied back in the comment section yesterday. Okay. I was just checking, and yeah, that is yeah, I would say, yeah, perfect answers to many of the to the question of the day. So excellent. Right now, today we are going to read another interesting article, but before that, one request: please share the session, tell everybody to join in. Very quickly, tell everybody to join in. Now also I will have to tell you that today I will be taking the 5 p.m. session, guys. Yesterday I could not because of the mock interviews that I had to conduct, right? Yeah, today is Panchmi, right? Same to you, all of you, right? Okay, so happy Vasant Panchmi to everybody. Shriya, very good morning. Good morning, everybody. Quickly join in, share the session, tell everybody to come in, please, very quickly. Hmm. Right. Chalo, I'll move to the PPT here. Guys, I have to tell you about the interview course. By the way, good news is for IBPS PO also. We have come up with the interview course for IBPS PO also. SBI PO interview course is already running. Okay, so IBPS PO, if you feel, now I know the result is not out, but if you feel you have done a good job and you will be doing the interview, you can definitely join PO also. Use Harshita for maximum discount as your code. And one more thing which I wanted to tell you guys, my Telegram group and channel. I will be putting all the updates there. So this is my Telegram group. Do join this. It is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl, right? Uh, So it is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl, which is your Telegram group as well as channel, right? Do join this particular one. Now, next we have English Foundation course for beginners, right? Then we have ESIC batch 2 started yesterday. SBI clerk course we have come up with selection batch. See, there are multiple courses. We will come up with more. For example, RBI assistant, what I guess will be out very soon. Notification for RBI also assistant exam. So all these courses use the code. Now, if you want to access multiple courses, best is you buy the super elite plan where you can access multiple courses. Okay, here super elite plan. Okay, you will get mocks also, practice sessions also, classes and videos also, right? For all your upcoming exams. Here also this will be in with discount if you use the code Harshita. Now, happy Swarasati Puja today. Okay, fine. Swarasati means related to which? I think related to education, right? So special day for all the, you can say, students, I will say. Yeah, right. Um, Special day for students, I will say, right? Hmm. So all of you must seek the blessings of Saraswati, right? Okay, chalo. Guys, yeah, let's start with today's. No, first we will do the revision of vocabulary, then we'll start with the editorial. You know that, right? Chalo, start with the vocabulary revision. I hope everybody will remember. By the way, people are sleeping. I want all of you to go wake them up and invite also to join the session. Okay, right. Tell me, millennia means a period of how many years? Millennia is a period of 1,000 years, right? Yes, Akhil, correct. Bastions, I think one who support a particular policy. Bastion meaning bastions. Something that protects a way of life, something that protects a belief, supports a belief, something that protects a belief or a way of life. Okay, it's bastion. Venerable, guys, venerable, respected, right? Why? Because of somebody who's respected because of age or their personality or their position, okay, or their wisdom, right? Venerable. Renounce. Renounce is obviously give up, okay, renouncing the post, right? You quit. Renounce is no more be a part, or formally say that you do not want something, okay, formally say you no longer want to have something. That is renouncing, right? Patriarchs are head of a family, of a group, head of a male members, usually patriarch, head of a family or a group, patriarchs. Okay, feudalism I told you is a concept. Okay, feudalism is a noun word. Acha, PM Modi should renounce his position. Akhil, not so much of a Modi fan. Okay, feudalism is a concept, social system. I explained this to you yesterday. Okay, in which people worked, a group of people worked and fought for one person who owned the land. And fought for person who owned land in return for in protection for from him, right? Who owned land. So group of people working for one person who is in powerful position, right? That is feudalism. This is a social system that existed in the past. Okay. Now cynosure means no, you get money for little work that you do. Okay, financial benefit that you get. Okay, money for very easy job, you have little work. When you guys reach a certain age, sinecure is a position you get where you don't have to do work a lot, where you don't have to do or put a lot of hard work, and you get money easily for your post, right? With less work, no work, you get the money, that post. Okay, Jyotsna, very good morning. Soumya, very good morning. Okay, what about disgruntled? Angry, disgruntled people, angry, disappointed, angry, disappointed. Magnate, we discussed yesterday, guys. Powerful and wealthy businessmen. Powerful and wealthy businessmen. Fairly means quiet. Okay. Quiet means not very, but yeah, still some amount, not very. Fairly. Okay. Quiet. Clear? So these were your words yesterday that we discussed. I hope you all remembered these. Yes. Now, if we start with today's editorial, okay, let me tell you, it is from the Indian Express. By the way, still now they are giving editorials or articles, a lot of them related to budget. Okay, so still there is a lot of discussion going on budget, particularly people who will be giving their interviews. Please prepare that. The possible question can be, what are your views regarding the budget? How to answer, you should know properly, right? Devdeep Gargi, very good morning. Hello, guys, let's start with today's editorial article. I will write here. It is from Indian Express newspaper saying no. Okay. So, how many of you know this, that India boycotted these Beijing Winter Games? China, here, Beijing Winter Games. India did not participate. India boycotted it. Okay. Let the cat out of the bag, meaning tell the secret. Which secret you want, Akhil? Chalo, tell me. Boycott. Olympic Games, guys, which is your Beijing Games 2022 Olympic Games, right? 4th February to 20th February, right? So, India, of course, did not become a part of it. India boycotted that event. Okay, right. Acha, you saw a lot of negative regarding budget, but Soumya, positive articles are also there. Some people are actually satisfied with the budget in certain areas. So you read that also, then you have frame your own opinion regarding budget. Okay. Oh, you have a Puja Devdeep, Saraswati Puja. Excellent. Okay, no problem. Okay. Yeah, yesterday it was in suggested articles. Surbi Priya and Akhil are saying Galwan issue. Correct. Shankar, definitely right. 1 to 3 also. So, yeah, we are going to read about this. I think you should read the paragraph and I will read. By then, I will just write the meanings for you. Okay. कल के editorial related doubt you can ping me on Telegram, Gargi. Chalo, India's decision to boycott means to not take part in the opening and closing ceremony of the Winter Games, Olympic 2022 Games, okay, was the right response, writer is saying, to a not so polite provocation by China. So, China, of course, provoked, deliberately made India angry, okay, fielding a People's Liberation Army soldier, okay, who was involved in the August 2020 Galvan clash in which India lost 20 soldiers as an Olympic torchbearer was a deliberate finger in Delhi's eyes. Basically, this is why India boycotted. Why India boycotted the games is because of the incident that happened, okay, the clash that happened in 2022. Okay, the reason why India boycotted is the clash that happened in 2022. Here also there is only one person who has been seen, one athlete who participated in the games this time, right? So what was this clash, guys? Galvan clash. I hope you all know it. This was a lot in news also. Clash between India and China. Okay. So basically what happened, 20 Indian army people, professionals, personnel, okay, including the commanding officer of the 16th Bihar regiment, okay, they lost their lives. Why? Because of the Chinese troops, and this is your in the Galvan Valley of Ladakh, right? So this was an unprovoked attack by the Chinese troops, okay, on Indian soldiers, right? So after the Chinese, of course, talked about, right? So it led to increased tension between India and China's relationships, right? So here in this region, there was an attack on our soldiers and there were deaths, right? So there was a clash, right? There was violence in the Galvan Valley, okay, on the Indian-China border, okay. So that is what led to this decision of India for not participating in the games, Winter Olympic Games, right? And this was a deliberate finger in Delhi's eyes, means obviously intentionally China provoked India, okay. So they have done something unpleasant. When you resort to an action means because you have no other choice, you do something unpleasant. This low tactic means a very below the belt, under the belt method. After India readily, actually India showed its support, right, to the games at a Russia China India foreign ministers meet 2 months ago. India had shown its support, okay. But again, the way they reacted, the China reacted, of course it broke India's trust also, okay. At a time when US led diplomatic boycott was starting to develop, has only hurt, now this is obviously has only hurt Beijing's own interest, means this is obviously China's own interests are hurt because of its actions, right? So China provoke readily means quick to do something, readily India help, readily means you are ready to do something, very quick to do something. So India gave its support, okay. But again, this is China has hurt its own interest, okay, by definitely acting or provoking the Indians, right? Clear? Tell me first one. So definitely India is out of these games, okay, and the reason is mentioned here. This is clear, guys? Tell me. ठीक है? हाँ, बीजिंग शीतकालीन खेलों के उद्घाटन और समापन समारोह का बहिष्कार करने का भारत का निर्णय चीन द्वारा अनुचित उकसावे का सही जवाब है। उकसाना होता है प्रवोक करना, बिकॉज इंडिया वॉज प्रवोक्ड, राइट, बाय चाइना। एक पुलिस लिबरेशन आर्मी के सिपाही को क्षेत्र रक्षण करना जो अगस्त 2020 के गालवान संघर्ष में शामिल था, जिसमें भारत ने ओलंपिक मशालची के रूप में 20 सैनिकों को खो दिया था। दिल्ली की अंक में एक जानबूझकर उंगली थी, basically दिल्ली की आंख में, basically this is a deliberate, intentionally done, you can say intentionally provoking someone. What China did was intentionally provoke, right? 2 महीने पहले रूस चीन भारत विदेश मंत्रियों की बैठक में भारत द्वारा खेलों को अपना समर्थन देने के बाद इस कम रणनीति का सहारा लेना, उस समय जब अमेरिका के नेतृत्व वाले राजनीतिक बहिष्कार आकार ले रहा था, केवल बीजिंग के अपनी हितों को चोट पहुंचाना था। So when after the meeting, when they sat together, Russia, China and India foreign ministers, okay, regarding the game, they lent full support. India showed full support for the games. After that, doing this is basically hurting their own sentiments, their own interest. China is hurting its own interest, okay, right? Hello, next para. Okay, so when you say real politic, this word guys, it's a noun word. Real politic means when you practical politics, you decide something by the urgent needs of the country. Based on the urgent needs of the country, you decide something. Okay, based on the urgent needs of the political party, you don't select morals or principles. You keep politics above morals or your principles, right? Your values. Okay. Right? So the February 4th to 20th Winter Games are being held in an atmosphere of unprecedented tensions. There are tensions which were never which never existed before. Across the world, there are lots and lots of tensions going on underlying the decision. Okay, last year to add together to faster, higher and stronger to the motto of the Olympic Games is the world's desire for peaceful coexistence. Through the event itself is never free of international real politics. Always we try, the motive of Olympic Games should be bringing every nation together, okay, so that we enjoy coexistence, right? The fact of existing together, living together, there should be cooperation among nations. We always try, the motto of Olympics, right, to go together faster, higher and stronger, but always guys, the event is never free of international politics. Real politics means there is some or the other country, okay, which plays politics and keeps politics above their morals or above the, you can say, principles, right? So real politic means when you do something based on the urgent need of the political party, based on the urgent need of the country, and you don't give importance to your morals, don't give importance to your principles. Yeah, that is why we say real politic. The spelling is same, Surbi Priya, politik. Okay, real politic, one word, noun word, which means when you keep the demands or urgency of the country, or you can say demand or urgency of the political party above the morals and principles, right? That is real politic. Okay, so every time we try, and the motive of the games is, Olympic Games is, that world should come together, exist, coexist. Co means together, okay, but though means contrast here. The event always is never free. Some or the other country shows their, you can say, plays politics, basically, keep politics above morals, above the, you can say, their principles. Okay, next one, next para. Okay, guys, now quickly this full paragraph. Even if were, okay, I'll come to that part also. If were for conditional is what we use, Akhil, right? As a host, who is a host, guys? Now, China is the host of the game. Who is a host? The organizer, right? For example, you will be the host of the guest. If a guest comes to your place, okay, you will be the host, right? Who invite guest, okay? So who is organizing the games? The host, okay? Compulsion means something you have to do, compulsory, from the word compulsory, okay? Domestic compulsions, something you are made to do, it is compulsory to do, okay? Compulsory, from the word compulsory. What is compulsory, guys? Today it is not a very lengthy one, Gargi. Compulsion means, guys, when you are made to do something, you are forced to do something, right? So as a host, okay, China has the extraordinary opportunity to rise above the unpleasantness. What do you mean by rise above the unpleasantness? Means China has a chance to not to be pleasant, to be better, okay, to not show unpleasantness, and repeat a message of peace to the world, okay, especially to their neighborhood countries, right, with which it has always has problems, territorial problems, right. It should try to resolve that. It has got a chance this time, right. So territorial means anything related to your land or area. Always China had problems, okay, that it tries to solve unilaterally. Always China tries to solve this problem by using force, military. Okay, that is the, yeah, I can say, style of China, right? But the PLA torch bearer episode has done the opposite. Okay, if you talk about the games, even if Beijing was dealing with domestic compulsions arising out of a belated acknowledgement of the casualties on its sides, right? So the last few lines, what does it say, guys? The episode, the PLA torch bearer episode has done the opposite, meaning, see, China, it was an opportunity for China to create pleasantness, to send a message of peace as a host, okay, when they are organizing the games. They have a great opportunity, they had a great opportunity to send the message of peace around the world, particularly for, you can say, their neighbors, right. But the opposite has happened, okay. The torch bearer of, you can say, episode has done the opposite. The opposite has happened if you talk about the games, okay. The PLA, you can say, uh, uh, China honored PLA Galwan commander as the torch bearer, okay. That episode is just the opposite what China has done, okay. Even if Beijing was dealing with, see, China has domestic compulsions, China is forced to do, okay, something, there are compulsory, you can say, things that it will have to do. People, they are forced to do something because of, but again, arising out of acknowledgement of the casualties, okay. It might otherwise, make things suffer on its side, right. So it might be that they are forced to do it, but of course they have lost the opportunity of showing peace or spreading peace, or showing pleasantness. They have lost that opportunity, okay. Acha, guys, now here, all of your doubt is that why we have used even if Beijing was, okay. I think present condition we are referring to. When we talk about something unrealistic, we say if were, okay, if and were for conditional sentences. Was is written here for the present condition, for something real fact we are talking about. So if was, when we are talking about something which is, you can say, not real, imaginary condition, then we use were, okay. Clear? Arising out of means caused by something. Arising out of means caused by the acknowledgement, caused by that they have lately acknowledged, okay. They have agreed of the casualties of the things they have done, that they are suffering now, okay. Right. Clear, guys? China has lost the opportunity, and this was a chance for China, right? Actually, this game, being the host, and as a host, China had a great opportunity to show, to spread the message of peace across but that opportunity China lost. Clear? Right? चाइना के पास अप्रियता से ऊपर उठने और दुनिया के लिए शांति का संदेश दोहराने का असाधारण अवसर था. They had an opportunity. विशेष रूप से अपने पड़ोस में उन देशों के लिए जिनके साथ उसकी क्षेत्रीय समस्याएं हैं, जिन्हें वह सैन्य बल के उपयोग से एक तरफा हल करने का प्रयास करता है. China always unilaterally, tries to use force. Okay. Right, if it has to solve any kind of issue with its neighboring countries, right, always China tries to use military force, right? Okay, right, right. Now, लेकिन PLA के पथ प्रदर्शक प्रकरण ने इसका विपरीत किया है. भले ही बीजिंग अपने पक्ष में हताहतों की स्वीकृति में से दरी उत्पन्न होने वाले घरेलू मजबूरी से निपट रहा था. So China probably, in its country only was dealing with, a lot of compulsions. Okay. But still what it has done is not fair. Okay. Next one. Arvind, what are you mentioning? Tell me. PLA is your People's Liberation Army. Okay. So what we are talking about is PLA Torchbearer episode. PLA People's Liberation Army. What they did in the games. They have actually, that is actually rude and unfair. Means China, if they are using a soldier, Galwan soldier as Olympics torchbearer, that is really unfair and rude to India, I would say. Okay, because that shows that they are not willing to be peaceful to the other countries. What they have done is, I will write here. Okay, the full, there was of course the episode of Galwan, and now they have a Galwan soldier only. Okay, as the Olympics, the games that are going right now. Okay, as the Olympic torch bearer. You know the torch bearer, guys, in the games, who carries the message, the torch, right? Which was China's stand. Okay, they have not taken a peaceful stand, even though they might be forced by their country members, okay, to do that, but it is not fair. Acha, you are criticizing the nonsense done by China. Exactly, not fair. That is totally not fair. Delegation, we say, British delegation walked out of the meeting. So delegation means group of people who go for a meeting, okay, take decisions on the behalf of the country, on the behalf of the larger group. Okay. India is now the 10th country to announce a diplomatic boycott. Means it will send no official group, no delegation or representative to the games. Okay. The boycott does not extend to the sporting events at the games, but it has actually damaged President Xi Jinping's efforts to tell the world that the COVID pandemic has not affected China's ability to, put up a perfect show. What do you mean by when you try to, in spite of the difficulties, when you try to do something, you try to put up a perfect show? So basically, the efforts are all damaged. China's president's efforts. Why? Because India is now the 10th country. Many have announced a diplomatic boycott, and they will not be a part of they will not send their delegation or diplomatic representative to the games. Many countries. Okay. MAR means damage. MAR means damage. Pavitra kare. Okay. Ruin, right? So obviously this will mar or damage the reputation of the president only, because when people will not join, okay, them in their effort to put a perfect show, perfect event, obviously president's damage will be harmed. Okay, so they will not go, they will boycott means you don't participate in the event. So India will not send its officials or representatives to the games. Okay. Most of the NATO members already boycotted it, like Devdeep has mentioned. Okay. India is the 10th country to announce a boycott. Okay. Next one. Last second para, guys. How is it related to COVID? Okay. The previous paragraph. Okay. COVID pandemic, they wanted to show, because during the pandemic time also, they wanted to put up the perfect show that nothing will be, even after the COVID times, probably they will put up a perfect show. They are the hosts, they are the organizers of the game. So they will manage something. They wanted to make everything perfect. So that way it is written, Arvind. Build up of infrastructure. When there is a period of preparation, a build up is preparing for something. Before an event, when you prepare, when there is excitement related to the event. Period of preparation, excitement before a big event, that is your build up. Okay, I'll tell you why it has been offset. Okay, has been offset meaning the intensity has been reduced. The effect of it has been made less noticeable, less strong. Okay, though not of Delhi's making, the boycott is certain to add to the tensions between the two countries. Okay, when we are saying it is not Delhi's making, means not of Delhi's making, the first line, guys, very clearly you have to understand. When we are saying not of someone's making, means Delhi is not responsible, or basically India is not. When we say Delhi, the capital, okay, we are talking about the country as a whole here. Okay, it's not India who is responsible. Okay, uh, so the boycott, India is not solely responsible for the boycott, but the boycott is going to add tensions between the countries. Delhi is involved in military level talks, okay, with people's engaged, means involved here, with PLA, okay, for disengagement for and de-escalation in eastern Ladakh area. Okay, de-escalation, when you reduce the intensity of any violent situation, you try to reduce conflict, okay, in an area. Whatever little means close to zero, little progress is close to zero, okay, hardly any progress. Little progress has been made. Whatever progress they tried, India tried, okay, to reduce the conflict, to reduce the violent situation in eastern Ladakh. But whatever little small progress that they made has been offset, means has been cancelled by the massive Chinese buildup. What Chinese did before the big event, before the Olympics, okay, whatever progress, small progress that we made to reduce the tension is all cancelled. Okay, okay, the effect has been made zero. Okay, so build up of infrastructure and war-like preparations, right? Particularly in areas opposite the strategic Devsang plains, you can see in the maps once, guys, if you Google where are these plains, okay, where Indian soldiers have been stopped from patrolling up to the Indian claim line since April. Okay, they have been stopped from observing, okay, or patrolling, or you can say, when you say patrolling means, you go around an area, you go around an area at regular intervals to make sure that everything is safe. Okay, you keep a watch on. Okay, you go around an area to make sure that everything is safe, you keep a watch on something. Okay, so that is not allowed by the, of course, Chinese now. Okay, they have stopped them from doing it since April to make sure everything is safe. Clear this particular paragraph, all of you? Huh. So when you offset something, guys, see, for example, if I say the advantages, the disadvantages offset the advantages, means it is balancing. The disadvantages are more, and that is why it is making the effect of advantages less. Okay, right? Making the advantages less strong. Okay. So definitely when we talk about here the boycott, okay, it is going to add to the tensions between India and China for sure, right? So this para says, हालांकि दिल्ली के निर्माण का नहीं, बहिष्कार दोनों देशों के बीच तनाव को बढ़ाने के लिए निश्चित है. Delhi is not the one, not of Delhi is making, means Delhi is not responsible for this. Okay, not of Delhi is making means Delhi or India is not responsible for this. Delhi is not fully responsible for this boycott, but this boycott will definitely, guys, add to the tensions between the countries. Okay, जबकि दिल्ली पूर्वी लद्दाख में विघटन और तनाव को कम करने के लिए पीएलए के साथ सैन्य स्तर की बातचीत में लगी हुई है. जो कुछ भी कम प्रगति हुई है उसकी भरपाई चीन द्वारा बड़े पैमाने पर बुनियादी ढांचे के निर्माण और युद्ध जैसे तैयारियों से की गई है, विशेष रूप से. So basically Delhi has tried to reduce the violence, okay, the conflict in the eastern Ladakh. Okay, but whatever progress has been seen, Chinese always, guys, do or make some infrastructure, prepare for war-like situation always. From their side, from China side, it is always a situation of war. Okay, right. रणनीतिक डेप्सोंग मैदानों के विपरीत क्षेत्रों में, okay, डेप्सोंग plains, you can see in the Google where is it showing in the maps. Okay, वहां पे गाइस जहां भारतीय सैनिकों को अप्रैल 2020 से भारतीय दावा लाइन ए तक घषत करने से रोक दिया गया. Indian soldiers have been stopped from keeping a watch on that area since April 2020. Okay, right. Chalo, one last para. I think we are understanding it completely. Yes. No, offset is not a phrasal verb. It is a normal, you can say, sentence. I will tell you a sentence also with offset. Offset means make the effect less strong. So disadvantage of the scheme are more than offset by the of the advantages. One last para, quickly read this. When you have your work cut out means that you will have your work cut out means it will be a very something will be a very it will be a very difficult task. Very difficult task that you will have to do. Work cut out. I think this phrase we did yesterday. Lay down the rules. Formulate. Okay. Or you can also say, guys, insist, force on a rule or any principle. So, if suppose a group or country starts or instigates a war, but they themselves don't become involved in it, that we call as proxy war. Okay, armed conflict between two states or non-state actors, okay, which are acting on behalf of somebody else. Proxy means on behalf of someone else. Okay, that is proxy. So Army Chief General Narwane has acknowledged, okay, acknowledge means you accept the truth of something, that disputed borders with nuclear neighbors, coupled with means combined with, coupled with, combined with, together with state sponsored war was stretching the country's security resources and apparatus. Apparatus is the equipment, whatever they have, equipment for security. The government's work is going to be very difficult. The work is clearly cut out. When you say somebody's work is cut out means they are going to have to deal with something very difficult. Okay. As India talks to China, it must be prepared to make a list, to formulate rules, okay, to lay down the red lines in this difficult relationship, as it has done with the games boycott. So India has a major role to play ahead. Okay, it will have to be very, very strict. Actually, it has a difficult task ahead. Okay, that is what is being said. It has a difficult task ahead. Okay, and it must be prepared for it, right? If you talk about security resources or countries' equipment regarding security, probably there will be a stretch on that. Okay, and yeah, a boundary, okay, a limit should be there. It must be prepared to lay down, to formulate the boundary, the limit in this relationship. Red lines means the limit, the boundary, how far it will go in this relationship, okay, in this difficult relationship. Now they have taken one step of boycotting the games. What next India will do? It has to be prepared for it, right? Clear? Huh. Coupled with means, yeah, together with, combined, Gargi. ठीक है? हाँ. So when we are saying coupled with means combining with. Couple is like, two things coming together, right? Two things coming together. Clear? Nuclear neighbors meaning here. Nuclear neighbor meaning, obviously, we are always on war with China. Okay. So when we always talk about countries from which we have threat, okay, of a war, okay, we are always on war with it, okay. So we are saying nuclear neighbors, right, where there is lot of hostility, right? Like we do proxy attendance in college. I know that example. So proxy war, okay. State sponsored war, which they will instigate. They provoke two parties to war. They will not take part themselves, but they will instigate the parties to fight, okay. So nuclear neighbors means probably not very, you can say, friendly, okay, right, who have nuclear power, right, countries who have nuclear power, right? So tone, Devdeep is saying sarcastic, informative. See, we talk about saying no. India's decision to boycott the games, how China has acted. Then, yeah, it is actually full information how what was China's, where did China go wrong, how India has responded back. Okay, and in the end, what India will have to deal with, or something difficult to come in the years ahead, months ahead. So definitely it is informative regarding the whole incident. Actually, it is talking about, guys, events that had happened. Okay, so full information. Okay, not no, you can't say unfair tone. There is no such option. It is informative tone regarding a particular event that happened. Okay, full information regarding it. Okay, now grammar lesson, guys, very important. Yeah, grammar lesson here. Little, first understand it is used in the negative. Also, one more thing which I wanted to tell you here based on grammar. Lend, yeah, give something. Verb, form of verb. First, little means hardly any progress that was made, hardly any, close to zero. It's used in the negative context, little, okay. And this is the past form of lend, to give something, past form of lend, okay. Right. So guys, yeah, actually Devdeep is right. In some parts of the para, definitely there is blame that is put, critical. So overall giving information, plus definitely some parts of the para totally agreed, critical towards Chinese behavior. Okay, China's behavior. Okay, definitely writer has written regarding China's behavior. It's critical towards how they have behaved. Okay, right. Now, guys, quickly vocabulary from today. Oh, I have taken the same words or what? Yeah, this is my mistake. No problem. What I can do for you here is avoid these. These are yesterday's words. So I will quickly mention some important words for all of you. Okay. For example, the real I would like all of you to remember is this one. Real politic. Okay. So something very new. I would say a new word that we have learned today. So I will tell you a few from today's article. Real politic. Real politic. What does this mean, guys? Real politic. Real politic. Basically, you give more importance, okay, more than your principles and morals. You give more importance to the politics, or you can say urgent needs of the country, or you can say political group. You give more, or political party, you give more importance to that as compared to morals, or as compared to principles. Real politic. Okay, so real politic is a noun word. Okay, now here I have written the meaning very clearly. Yeah, system of politics or system of principles based on practical rather than moral considerations. Okay, so giving, I will write it in very simple terms, guys. You will remember more importance. You can say giving more importance to political agenda, politics, than political agenda than morals or principles. Okay, what you should do as a right thing. More than that, what is urgent according to the country, what is urgent according to political party, you do that. Okay, right. Next one, guys, reiterate. Reiterate means repeat. Okay, repeat an opinion. Okay, why? To emphasize on it. Repeat an opinion, to emphasize on a point, to focus on a point, to make it clear. Okay, to emphasize again and again, say the same thing. Okay. Boycott, yes, Arun, boycott is definitely not be a part of an event. Okay. So boycott an event, vocabulary again, I would say boycotting is the vocab of the day, word of the day, I would say, regarding how India boycotted the games, definitely. Okay. Refuse to take part in an event. Refuse to take part in an event. Okay. You boycott it. The other words were pretty simple, but yeah, one I would like to discuss is unseemly. This one, guys, unseemly. Now, many people, what do you feel is this part of speech? Very interesting. Unseemly. What is a part of speech? Can anybody tell me? It means not polite, not right, doing something which is not right in a particular situation. Okay, unseemly, जो कि अनुपयुक्त है, जो एक situation में सही नहीं है करना. Yeah, it is not adverb, by the way. It looks like an adverb, but unseemly is adjective word. Okay, unseemly is adjective. Yeah, fifth one I can write marred, which means harmed, damaged, or damaged, marred. Guys, remember unseemly, improper. It is actually, it looks like an adverb, but it is an adjective word. Okay, it is an adjective word here. Okay. The other one was tactic. What is a tactic? When you do something, a particular method of doing something to achieve something. Your tactics, method to do something. Yeah, tactic, right? Unprecedented, favorite word of any editorial. You know that something happening for the first time, never happened before. Unprecedented. Okay, something which never happened before, never existed before, happening for the first time. Unprecedented. Okay, right. So these were your important words. Now the other two editorials I want you to read from today's newspaper, which is your 5th Feb. Okay, are from Financial Express and Indian Express. Guys, this one is important. No major changes. Signs of normalization for banks. What do you mean by this? Normalization for banks? Definitely read this. Okay, and not so healthy from the Indian Express, right? Question of the day is the phrase that you have to mention in the comments below. To have your work cut out. What does it mean? To have your work cut out. Do mention in the comments. And guys, I will share the PDF so that you can revise the vocabulary that you learned from this article today, even after class. My Telegram group is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl, where I will give you the PDFs, right? So this is what you have to do. Today's question of the day is the phrase, have your work cut out. Okay. I hope you understood this well, the article. I tried to explain it in detail. Lure is not tactic. Tarun, lure means attract. Tactic is a method you use to do something. Okay. Right. Guys, do mention your answers in the comments. I definitely check it. Early morning, I checked your comments for last day also. Please, please, please do answer in the comments below. And guys, like the session, share it. Also, any new, you can say, on the website, you can say SBI Clerk, PO interview batch, all these new courses that you see on website, check the details. Oliveboard website, anything you want to buy, use my code Harshita for maximum discount. Have a great day, guys. I will see you again. Today I am going to take 5 p.m. session. Yesterday it was cancelled because of the interviews, but today definitely I'll be there 5 p.m. because when I do not take evening sessions, I feel I have missed something, right? I'm not meeting you guys, right? So definitely I'll be there in the evening. Okay? Right. Okay? Thank you, guys. Do use the code Harshita for discount on Oliveboard. Thank you.